And we'll live stream on a Facebook now. Give me a moment.
Yeah.
So, Beena, as we are waiting for this Facebook to go live, I would like you to introduce yourself and the kind of work that you do and the kind of events that you have done. Not just me, you have done many other events. So, introduce yourself and share a little bit about your work.
Okay, so I am a software developer. I still am a software developer, and I took up coaching because after I myself went through a coaching, two coaches, and then saw the transformation in my life. And I was suggesting to my friends, to my relatives, and I was able to see the changes in them. And so I was inspired to take the coaching certificate as well, so that I'm able to do it on a larger scale and formally. And so that's how I got my coaching certificate, and now I'm a mindful productivity and manifestation coach. And I have also released an ebook about mindful productivity. And currently I am doing like both. I am taking every opportunity where I can speak about mindfulness, productivity, or manifestations. And I'm taking free consultations and having discussions wherever possible. So that's what I'm currently doing. I have spoken in Ranjini's retreat before. I have spoken in retreat also before. And I have worked with two people to complete an 8 weeks course, and I have seen tremendous changes in them as well. And so, yeah, currently my main aim is that I am able to reach as many people as possible, so that they are able to understand that stress basically is just a game of mind. Like once you master your mind, it literally evaporates away. And that everything in life is easily manifested. And you are able to attract more positivity, more success, and more even material wealth and everything, just by uh, cleaning yourself, by getting to a state where you are honest with yourself, and you are exactly whom you want to be, not a pretense for anybody else or even for yourself. So that is the main thing that I try to, wherever possible, have a discussion, at least when I see with people, to just free yourself from this facade that we have created, and truly be our true selves. So yeah, that's the main thing for me. And yeah, so I do keep posting on social media as much as possible along these lines, and my experiences with the various encounters I have.
Yeah, I know you have been very active in your social media with the kind of job that you have and have a little one at home, managing so many things. And definitely, we must be learning productivity from you. And the kind of magic you have created in your life, I see the manifestation techniques that you have learned and practiced has really helped you, be where you are today. So, having said that, it's been a pleasure for me to work with you as a fellow engineer and a coach as well. And I've met you in person in one of our mentors retreat, and that's how our journey together started. And we met again in the Mahabalipuram retreat last year, and it
Right.
was much fun. I know you were so much impressed by the location, so this time again, I have chosen a very, a unique spot, and I am sure you will enjoy that location at Agra. So tell me
Yeah.
why you chose self-love as the topic for Agra for this year to address.
Okay. So the main reason I have realized, as delving deeper into productivity, mindfulness, and manifestation, it's like the core is always about self-love, about self. Okay, so anything like if you take about manifestation, what you think about yourself and what you believe about yourself is what manifests in whatever it is around you, your relationship, your finance, your career, everything about you. So that is the core of manifestation, and that is something that almost all the authors and everybody else who talks about manifestation would agree, that what you feel and believe about yourself is the core of anything that you start or you dream about or you manifest. And with productivity as well, uh, one of the main hindrances of productivity is your self talk.
Hmm.
So, the self talk, where does it stem from? Like a person who's confident in self, what is the kind of talk you have? Like Ranjini, if I ask you to go and speak on the stage, like you would freely go and speak, right? Okay, but now suddenly I give you a topic you're most uncomfortable with or very controversial. Okay, immediately what is the talk you have in your mind, right? So your productivity is differed, though the activity is same. Your productivity is differed. Why? Because your thoughts about it is
Hmm.
different.
True.
So similarly, it's like for productivity as well, self love is important. What you hold in your mind, the talks. So that is what hinders your productivity. Okay. So that is one of the main things. And with mindfulness, again,
Hmm.
when you have got negative self talk, there is no mindfulness
Yeah.
because it just keeps collecting dirt. It's like a rolling barrel, which is going over some dirt and it keeps collecting dirt.
Yeah.
Okay. So when you keep collecting a lot of negative self talk, there is nothing to be mindful about because that's the only thing that's running in your head. So, again, so all these three aspects, everything boils down to what you feel, how much you love yourself, and what you literally believe about yourself. So that I feel is the title itself, self love, the need of the hour, and that's because I really feel it's the need of every hour, right from when we have come. Whatever you have manifested, whatever your life has been, it has been a projection of how you view and love yourself. And I'm sure you agree with uh, this because I know at least part of your life journey and what problems you went through. So how were you able to get out of it and build this business which is so successful? You were able to love yourself in those failures. You were able to love yourself despite something that was not happening, which you planned for, right? So through you grow through love. It's everything in life, everything that it covers everything that happens to you and how you see life. So yeah, so that's why I felt this was a great topic. And at Agra and your Taj, you talk about love, and self love is most required. And once you have a good form of relationship with yourself, the love you manifest in your life partner, your children, that in itself turns beautiful. So
Very well said, Beena, because I completely agree. Like our life, whatever is around us is a reflection of who we are. And if we have a problem, like many people have a complaint, like, no, this is not working for me. The place that you need to look at is yourself. So being a
yeah.
coach, I think we do this day in, day out. And, over a period, we have mastered, a certain level of awareness and mindfulness that we can catch ourselves. And choosing a location like Agra, where we're talking about love and connection, for me, the foundation of this year is to go beyond boundary when it comes to
Okay.
business. So I know you're meeting people, other than India. I know they look different. They speak their the way they speak is different. So what is the foundational way you can make that connection that your business, your connections grow is the love you have for people. And it all starts with us. If we have our cups full, we can overflow and we can give
Uh-huh.
others, right?
Exactly.
And
So
You said rightly, like, no, self-talk is one thing. What other things that you think is come in your, no, generally when you coach or work with people, when it comes to embracing love, self-love? What other barriers can you identify?
So I have seen that people often think self-love is, about constant positivity, or it's just something that makes you feel good. Okay, it's not that. Self-love is not about constant positivity, or constantly feeling good about yourself. It's being honestly being honest about your emotions. That is self-love. Like, you can't feel angry and say, no, 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 I'm not loving myself. No, that is not. Like, when you deny your emotions, you're automatically not expressing love to yourself. Like, suppose your child is crying. Are you going to say you're being bad for crying? How is he going to feel? In fact, if you go and embrace him and ask him, what happened, my child, and then try to solve it, that is love, right? Like, that is trying to fix what is wrong. Instead, what we do with in the idea of self love is cheat ourselves of our emotions, like no anger, no sadness, no nothing. No, be honest about your emotions, understand where it is stemming from, and try to deal with that cause, rather than just saying this is a wrong emotion, I should not feel it. Like, especially when it comes to jealousy and comparison, we know it is wrong. I'm not saying it is right. Okay. People feel that when I'm saying this, oh, it's right. No, it's not right. I'm saying being honest about your emotion means addressing that you're feeling jealous at this moment and finding out where is the jealousy stemming from, right? What is it that you think they have that you want to have? And then work towards this and ask, like, what can I do in my own capacity and my own growth to get the same thing? Okay. And whatever that thing is, like, if I want that, what all other responsibilities, additional responsibilities that I need to have,
Mm.
right? Sometimes we are so after something that glitters that we forget to keep it glittering. We have to sacrifice a lot. And sometimes it is not in a capacity, maybe because of our family commitments.
Mm.
Right. So I had somebody, I was talking with her, and we just had a casual discussion, and she actually came and thanked me later on because she was able to take a discussion, like decision to let go of a promotion because she felt that was taking time away from her children. And right now she was a single parent and she couldn't afford that. So prioritizing and not feeling guilty of giving up on something for a better priority is something that only you can do when you are, in self love. You have that complete self love. Otherwise, you will constantly be blaming yourself for giving up that opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And I would personally say, like, no, though I have embraced self-love very slowly, especially when it comes to a breakdown point, as you said, no, getting angry, failing at something, or really feeling
Hmm.
in yourself miserable, horrible at certain situations, ourselves
Right.
goes for a toss. And then to really look at yourselves and say good things about you, it is very hard. So other
Yeah.
question I had, or maybe I would say taking it differently, was self-care. We often
Huh.
go for, salon services or some kind of a pampering we do to shopping, some kind of making ourselves happy. We often, as you said, no, it's all not about making yourself happy about. It is really owning the parts of you which are good, bad, and ugly, all of it.
Yeah. So a lot of people, unfortunately, like you said, go to salon to make themselves feel good. Okay. But then, unless you fully accept yourself for what you are, you're never going to really feel good. Like, how many times have we gone to salon, felt good? Like, oh, my hair is now shiny. It's so nice. And then the next, maybe 2 days later, when you wash it and it's back to normal, you suddenly feel like, oh, it's gone. I'm back to this. So, when your self love is based on such external factors, you're constantly going to be looking for something
Mm.
new. But when you are happy with who you are truly, okay, so you would still go to salon.
Yeah.
Okay, you will still pamper yourself, but the results will not be the only factor for your happiness.
Yes.
Okay. So, so many people go for the shopping spree, right? When they are upset, they
Yes.
try to evade what they're feeling,
Hmm.
unfortunately. That's what I keep saying. Like, we try to evade the feeling,
Hmm.
something that makes us feel good. And we think, fool ourselves. This is self care, this is self love, when it is truly not. So, this is, I think, a major misconception that is really hard to break. Because it is a very delicate line, between doing things because you love doing it and doing things because you're evading your emotions. It's something that people have to really look down at themselves and be really honest with their emotions. That getting that honesty is really a journey, because even for me, it's like sometimes I find myself, oh, I'm evading, pause, tackle. So even knowing the facts and working with it, it's a journey, and it crops up one on and again, and then you'll have to sit, pause, reflect, and then realign. So it's a journey, and it. Yeah, another thing that you often get with is that they just feel like, okay, now I started loving yourself, so that's it. Okay,
Okay.
so now I love myself. Then suddenly they are encountered with something or somebody who reminds them of their past, and then they're like, oh, again. So every time you tackle something that is causing you problem, have that emotion, experience that emotion, let it pass if it has to pass. Embrace it if you have to embrace it, or work through it.
Yeah.
So that is more important. So I'm sure, Ranjini, even for you, like there would be phases of life when, if we take that topic, like I don't have it at the moment, anything that I know, but there would be some sore spots which I talk about right now. You will immediately feel negative.
Yes. I do, even today.
Yes. Yeah, even today, there it is true for everybody.
Yeah.
There, it could be a person even. Like as soon as somebody you are like, oh, I have to go and meet that person, you will be like, you have to convince yourself. There are people like that. Yes. So this happens. And this happens with you also. When you don't like certain things that you do, and you unfortunately find yourself unknowingly doing that certain pattern,
Hmm.
okay, then you could feel negative. So that does not mean that you don't love yourself. Be honest with yourself and get to that place where you are comfortable with doing something better. So that is very important. And on that lines, like I was really curious, like how did this, like you said, love, and so maybe Agra, but how did this it got inspired for you, like
Yeah.
coming to Agra and this particular place?
Yes. So, what as a business coach, what I have noticed, like having worked with so many people, is like one thing is communication. As I was talking about loving other people, and I'm very strong advocate of building relationship. When it comes to growing your business, you have to be a great communicator, and
Right.
you have to love people, because the money that you want is with them. You want that money, like that, it's fair enough to have relationship with them. Why do they will give you money for any kind of service? So generally I've seen, like, no, I've seen people, like some people are good at talking, they're great speakers, they have amazing content, like all coaches have amazing content, nothing like it, great speakers, but when it comes to relationships, maybe with yourself you're great, but when it comes to other people, selling is the place where you can really see how good are you talking about your services. So definitely the idea of love, connection, Taj Mahal is an inspiration, because love, when you say love, it's one of the monuments or one of the iconic places that nobody wants to miss in their lifetime, especially for loved ones. You want to take that picture with your family. So that is one. See, the location also enriches the experience the retreat can give you. So you're coming from that energy and taking all the power to love not just yourself, because why self love? You're a keynote speaker in my retreat, and we are giving this session so that not just having it for yourself. You can take it back in your life,
Hmm.
your families, to your business, and grow. So this
Right.
is the whole, why I have curated, I've chosen Taj Mahal, I've chosen you as a speaker, the topic love, the topic connection. It's all
Yeah.
about growing personal growth as well as the professional growth side of it.
And thanks for giving that opportunity to be a keynote speaker, because it really was, it came, I guess, at the right time as well, because I was also looking for, going for some place, and I was like, oh, this is good. I can also see Taj Mahal, and I'm traveling with my family.
Traveling with your
So,
family, your kids,
yeah,
perfect
yeah. So
place, travel. Yeah. And
I, so it was a good way, and also I'm getting an opportunity to talk about something that I feel so deeply about, and realized it's something that people are totally confused about, if I can. Like,
yeah,
I'm really excited about my session, because I am talking, not only just talking about what self love is. I'm going to talk about how we can implement it in our daily lives going forward, and know what it truly means to be honest with your emotions.
mm,
So I think it's going to be a journey. That entire session in itself is going to be a beautiful journey that I have mapped. And I'm really excited already, to interact with people, to get to know their opinion, and
yeah.
uh, carry it forward.
Great, great. So the good news for you is we are halfway full in our retreat. And we are now going to invite participants, because so far we were just looking at the main audience that will lead the sessions, and families, they will travel together. Now we are opening it officially for the participants, and definitely looking at international guests. So I have few people in conversation. They are willing, because Taj Mahal, as I said, I chose
Yeah, it's
that.
a great spot. I think it's like a attraction even for people abroad. Like, it's one of the main attractions. A lot of people are like, at least we have to visit Taj Mahal in India, and so I guess, yeah, with, like you said, so that's a good way to attract people as well, and that we being in there itself. I don't know, looking at the monument of love, you are going to feel love. I guess just being there, the energy matters.
Definitely. So as no, we will be closing this talk, and we'll be seeing you again in person in Agra. So if people are watching this and getting excited about, okay, what we are going to deliver, and the whole event, about what you have to, why they should look forward to coming, those participants, and as you have been part of my retreats, and what will be the takeaway, what you have to say to them to hop on and come to this event.
Okay, so see, one of the main things is that everybody wants success. There's nobody who does not want success. Okay, and success truly comes from self-love. Okay, so when you truly love yourself, you are able to dream big. A lot of people are afraid to dream big. Why? Because they don't think they are worthy of that dream. Or if they dream it, they don't back it up with belief that it is possible. You
Mhm.
would have contacted a lot of prospects. You would have understood them, right? When you talk about $1 million business, how many people welcome it openly, and how many people are like, $1 million? Like, I wish. The tone is itself different, right? When you talk with somebody who is confident, and when you talk with somebody who is like, I wish. And even if the I wish enter this and they start it, how easy is it for them to quit? How many people have left just because they faced a failure and are not able to carry that forward, right? Or tackle that failure. So how does this come for? A person who lacks self-love will easily accept failure. It's like, hi, this is supposed to happen, right? But then one person who has strong self-love will be able to detach himself from that failure, in the sense that it will not be personal to him. Yes, it had failed, right? But it is not me who failed, because I am still pursuing. I just know another way it is not going to work. Okay. So that is what it matters. So I really feel that when you come and you will interact and go through that entire activity, that exercise, and those questions, you would find in yourself barriers that have prevented you from truly loving yourself. And once you cross that barriers, you're so free of everything, you know, that you will meet yourself in a new way. And when you meet yourself in that way, and you start working on your dreams, on your visions and your goals, it's going to be so much more powerful. It is going to be like without any breaks or brick wall in between.
Any barriers?
Yeah, so that's like uh, honestly, if you really want to see that change in your life, I would invite people for this retreat. And not just my talk, it's like I have seen all the talks that you have listed, and each one is so powerful in its own way, and each activity, like, visits and everything is so well planned that it is, you cannot come out of this the same way you entered in it.
Wow.
So
So good. I'm so looking forward to your session. I still have those lessons in my head. Last I had in the vision boarding workshop with you. So it really matters, like, no, these small things that we learn in person, and the energy is like definitely infectious. So you're going to
definitely.
take all of it for the rest of the year and beyond. And we will keep creating such amazing events. And I'm so happy that, you chose to come and took this topic, and looking forward to meet your family, your kid.
Yeah.
Great time. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. See you, everybody in the event. And if you want to learn more, just DM me. I'll send the details. And thank you, Beena, for spending time. Okay.
Sanjini. Yeah.
Bye, Shija. Bye, Thomas.